Hello, everybody. I'm Denuo, and to my other side here, we have Namir and Ikai, and I would like to invite you. Oh God, I had the stream on in the background too.
I can hear everything. My goodness.
I hear all, I see all.
It's oh god, it's feeding through Discord too. I could hear
Oh
everything.
no. I'm so sorry, Kai. But yeah, everybody, welcome to the second day of the League of Legends virtual tournament. Today we have Team Stinky Gamers versus Team Kiwi.
Yes, going down. Do you want to flip the screen over?
Yeah,
so we
I'll
can
flip
see?
it over. Let's start with
Alright,
Stinky
I'll
Gamers.
go down the list. All right, representing Stinky Gamers in the top lane, we've got Sevority, also known as CV. Going jungle, we've got our very own Cable Overwatch. Big fan, big fan. Hikaru-kun filling in for the mid position. Mira Pink going ADC, supported by Kyrie AI. Lovely pair down there, don't we have?
And there we go. And on the other side of the map, we will have For Fun Society. Nope, wrong button.
Nope.
They won yesterday.
Very nice.
Team Kiwi. There's the button. There we go. Team Kiwi.
Representing Team Kiwi, we've got our very own Kiwi Lord Rimu up top, followed by Hockey G going jungle, Idol and Mimi going mid, Xsen X3 doing the AD carry, and Lun Pekka with support.
There we go. So, as we quickly make sure to see if everyone... we do have everyone in the correct positions in the game, but I believe we are just waiting to make sure everyone is good. I'm just going to put an R in the lobby and see if everyone is... Actually, R question mark. That's a little more clear. But yeah, we will just see if everyone is good. That's an R. Looks like everyone is... Oh, that's you saying that. I was going to say... okay. I think that means we are good to go.
Shall we get it started then? Okay.
I mean, I don't have the start button. We're kind of waiting on...
Yep, good luck, have funs all around.
Good luck, have fun all around
At
from
the
both
end of the
sides. And
At the end of the day, it's all friends. All friends.
oh, and there we go. And everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to introduce you to the new draft screen. After taking a bit of advice from last time, I have decided to move everyone beside their role, so that way we can see who's who. And immediately out the gate with a Fiora ban.
Indeed, we've got Fiora going for Stinky's banning Fiora. And Kiwi's going to be making their first pick.
Admittedly, if yesterday is any advice to go off of, we might see another Zoe ban, and there it is!
Zoe ban, there it is.
Nobody wants to deal with a child in the mid lane, apparently. With that in mind, we are looking to the other team, looking for the second ban of the match. Well, third ban, if you really think about it that way, second for their team.
Any predictions? Any predictions what they're going to be banning, do you think?
Fiddlesticks is gone. Honestly, I was not expecting that, but I guess after the rework, he is now a force to be reckoned with. One thing... Oh, and there goes Nico out the gate already. So that's two major burst APs in the mid lane that they're getting rid of. It looks like they're actively trying to ban around Hikaru and potentially try to kneecap him before we even get into this match.
Very methodical picks right now. They're not going insta-logs like they did, like we saw yesterday.
Yeah,
Draven.
And that is a Draven ban. Alrighty.
Amumu
out
Taka
next.
Time for Stinky Gamers to make their first pick.
We're going to see first pick coming up on CV.
CV representing Stinky Gamers as the top.
I quickly look in chat and Taka is already crying.
Morgana. We've got
that
a
Morgana pick. I could easily see that being a easy support pick first, just trying to potentially pick something out without getting counterpicked.
Very, very possible, isn't it?
And that is going to be pick going over to Rimu next, seeing who they decide to go with.
Running out of time here. We've got 3 seconds left. They're going to have to make decisions soon.
That is going to be a Lux.
Walking in the Lux for support.
Or it could be mid. We don't know yet.
True.
Lux is very versatile and has multiple roles that she could play.
Heck, why not? Lux top, let's go. That's a Garen.
That is a Garen pick. Or Garen. Look, he's a big guy with a big sword. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce his name.
Demacia!
Yeah,
just can't agree
he's a
on names,
Beyblade.
can we?
He's a Beyblade.
Can't damn well agree on the names. Thank you for the follow, the Nine-Tailed Fox Ari.
She's already in the match. There she is.
Cable seems to be going with Master
And we're going to
Yi.
see Master Yi. This one I could easily see being a jungle pick.
Quite so, quite so.
Let me just grab some water because I forgot to hydrate up before we even started this match.
And I'm still folding laundry.
Wait, at the same time?
Look, I'm not the one playing, I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good point, but like... How? Oh, and there's an Ari pick coming out for Hikaru.
Indeed. We saw a bit of that yesterday coming from Hanabi-chan, didn't we?
We did. And I don't have the ability to replay the clips, but if you guys go back and you watch yesterday, you will see that there was a lot of Ari play.
To be fair, Lux was almost insta-locked every
Lux
round.
was, I believe, actually banned every match.
Exactly. Let's see
And
what
that
we've
is
got. What goes with
A
Zillion?
Zillion? All right.
Ooh, something we haven't seen at all so far.
Then
in
getting
the
a little...
tournament.
Oh, whoopsie, let me fix that.
Stretchy.
There we go. I'm getting too excited.
Alright, back to bans. Kiwi's got the first ban, and it's Misfortune.
That's Misfortune.
Stinky's gonna go for the next ban. That was a very quick pick for Misfortune, wasn't it?
Very. With how much Misfortune we actually saw yesterday, I'm kind of wondering if Misfortune is just being removed from the table entirely due to her power. Except for there goes Zaya.
Once again, very methodical picks happening here. They're waiting the clock out before making their choice.
Trying to make a decision here.
They've got 5 seconds to choose. Team Kiwi's gonna have to make a choice soon. Hello, hello, Kuma. Hello.
And there is Renekton. Deciding not to deal with Nasus's brother up in the top lane.
You mean Nasus is superior in every way?
Alright, are we going to have the Renekton versus Nasus grudge match? And there's a ban for Jhin. Which makes it very interesting for what they could pick for their AD carry option to synergize around that Zillion.
We'll just have to find out, won't we? Looks like they're...
That is a Olaf pick, potentially? There's Olaf.
That is Olaf. That is indeed an Olaf.
So with that in mind, what are we looking at for the team composition? Like, what AD carry could they go into for this?
Interesting choices all around.
Coming up on the second to last pick for the Stinky Gamers, and that will be Tristana.
Kyrie, the team support?
Now, here's an interesting thing I wanted to bring up about Stinky Gamers. We have seen role swaps previously, prior. However, when registering, Stinky Gamers had actually registered as an AD carry support flex. Oh, and that is going to be a Needly pick. Leaving last pick for the AD carry coming down on their side, and it will be Kaisa.
Kaisa indeed.
Alright, there we go. And now that we are choosing loadout, that's just...
Got a swap going on there.
I'm quickly going to set up a poll. There we go.
Chat's already calling it, saying Kiwis win by far. Bold predictions coming out right out the gate.
And make the duration 3 minutes. Let's just get this running.
Oh, I can take care of the poll next time for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about the composition here while we wait. So first off, I'd like to talk about Olaf, Garen, Zillion, Kaisa, Lux. Now, I'll be honest, I was originally thinking Lux mid, Zillion bot, but I'm kind of curious how we're going to see Zillion mid play out here. Well, with that in mind, normally I would expect Garen top, Olaf jungle, but we might see something else entirely coming out the gate here.
Indeed, and now we start the 3-minute waits for spectator delay. In this time, we would like to remind chat that there is an ongoing prize pool you can tip into.
Yep, all donations that will currently be taken from this stream, not bits or subs sadly, but the actual donation button below, will go to a prize pool that will be awarded to the winning team at the end of the tournament.
Yes, not the winner of tonight. This is only round 2. The winner of tonight will be facing off against For Fun Society at a future determined date. And the winner of that will be awarded the prize pool.
Yep. I believe there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, yes, it is a best of 3. So this match is just only the first of the set. We'll go into the second match. And then, should it go back and forth, we'll moving up into our third.
Yes, and teams will swap sides between matches, as needed.
As needed. And there was a coin flip before this, in case, getting that information from under the table to on top of the table. And, yeah. So,
fun fact, if you stay at home all day, all you really need to change is, your socks and underwear. There's a lot of that in my laundry, and that's it.
Yeah, fair.
I've only gone through 1 pair of jeans this week.
So, y'all want to talk about Garn Jungle?
We really didn't plan well to fill in this blank space, did we?
I had the can nearby, and I just really wanted to make that joke, okay?
Alright, 1 minute left on the timer until
with that in mind, let's go over and look at Stinky Gamer's comp with Needly, Master Yi, Ari, Tristana, Morgana. Admittedly, we are looking at Master Yi in the jungle, and I am excited to see that either get destroyed or spiral out of control, seeing the fact that's normally how Yi goes. That being said, Ari mid, we've seen a lot of that in the tournament already.
Yes, we have. Played by the wonderful Hanabi-chan yesterday for Fun Society.
And with that in, also Needly top. That's something I was not entirely expecting. Actually, normally
Paradise. Thank
Paradise
you for 69 into the prize pool.
69. And Science Team, thank you for the raid.
Raid from the Science Teams. Welcome to round 2. Well, not round 2. Night 2 of the virtual League of Legends tournament.
Night 2, game 1.
For all the new viewers out there tonight, we are pitting Stinky Gamers against Team Kiwi.
Speaking of that, the poll has ended, and we are getting a Team Kiwi win with 71% of the vote.
Indeed. Not nearly as equal as yesterday. The predictions seem quite one-sided tonight.
Oh, easily one-sided. Normally I'd say it's not as easily one-sided if it was around 60% or something, but this is 71. This is an additional 10. And there we go. It's saying game is in progress. Let me just jump over to the new... Oh, I get to show off the transition that people have already seen, but I'm still really happy. Thank you again to... let me just bring up their name. I wrote it down because I have a bad memory. Thank you to Naikaze for the transition. And let's just take... speaking of that transition, let's go. Whee! There we go. So looking at it, we have 2 different Halloween skins on Team Stinky Gamers. In fact, every single one of them has a skin, now that I look at it.
Indeed. Whereas we've only got a Cosmic Lux, Sugar Rush Zillion, and KDA Kaisa in the bottom. And here we go.
With that in mind... Oh, hello! They have actually decided to... flex, it looks like. If you look at their summoners, it is actually Rimu with the Smite and Flash, meaning it looks like they actually flexed and swapped their positions. With that in mind, let's actually, I'm looking at chat and I realized something. Yes, let's thank our sponsors, Bagels. They're a pastry and they got a hole in them. 5 bagels today.
Please remember to hydrate before you dihydrate. Sponsored by water.
It's on Earth. And with that in mind, everyone is now moving out. We already have 2 pings coming out and towards Top River. Looks like...
We'll be seeing an early skirmish here. Everyone playing quite carefully. Rimu with Garen hiding in the top grass. Ola and Needly doing some sort of dance.
There we go. Let's just look over the items real quick. The majority of them going fairly common. With the relic on... I'm calling it a relic because I'm bad with names. The big badge thing on Olaf and the stabby dagger on Yi. Except for we are getting a bit of poke in this top river.
We can see Master Yi on blue side starting with blue buff. Both teams starting with blue buff, actually. Oh, no. No, they are not.
No, it looks rather like Remo actually wants to invade.
Remu's starting with red. Opposite of what we saw yesterday, isn't it?
And thanks, I'd like to say thank you, Rasa Elfira, for teaching me how to use the overlay because, like I said, this is actually I can't even say this is the first time I've done this anymore because we had yesterday. This is the second time I have done this. And with that being said, top side starting with red, bottom side starting with blue.
Trading some lanes. Mid. Oh, that's a charm on Himari.
And that is both lanes deciding to enter their poking phase and farming.
Himari's looking hurt, had to use her potions.
CV
that's another charm on Himari. Ooh, and that's an early flash by Himari.
Early flash out of Himari. The camera had dragged me away, except for we were starting to get a lot of poke out onto Himari. Brought down to below half and having to sit under turret.
Having to use both potions as well, as you can see.
Hikaru being able to manage extraordinary aggression, keeping her off those minions in the early game. And out comes another charm, hits her with it, and out comes the ball, and that is the flash. I think I am behind you, now that I think about it.
You are incredibly behind.
I am incredibly behind me. Let me turn on the time controls. Yep, there we go. Drag that forward. Now we're caught up. I feel like... Oh, we didn't actually miss anything in that time. Cool.
No, nothing's happened so far.
Now that we are actively caught up to the tournament actual match...
Good job, Dan. Good job. Professional shoutcaster, by the way.
Yep, pro streamers.
Trading pokes up.
Oh, and there we go. Orb coming out and doing a bunch more damage onto Himari. Forcing her to back up. And we are being asked to move the time controls, which is a very good idea now that we are done with that.
Yes. Removes taking the Scuttlebug, bottom river. Although Yi's circling around, Yi's coming up behind.
There we go. There we go.
And they engage.
And he engages on, hits that Q, but doesn't... Oh, and the flash is out.
That's a flash. Oh.
And there is forcing Hockey under his turret.
Yes, forcing Remu back.
Kai, if you didn't realize, Remu is not Remu. Rimfrost Remu is Hockey, and Rimuru is Remu.
Yes, I know. I was talking about Rimuru.
Okay, cool. Yeah. The problem of having two different camera angles, except for now, Hockey starting to get a bit more aggressive with that spin. CV decides to heal it all back.
Team Kiwi's also been pushed all the way back down to turret at the bottom lane. Health looking quite even.
And it looks like Yi is actively taking the Scuttler up in top.
Golden creep kills pretty even across the board, except for mid, where Hikaru's got Himari quite suppressed.
Except for
31 to 16.
They have finally decided to go back and potentially buy some items, so maybe Himari might be able to farm up in this time and potentially start trying to even out. If we look at the gold difference in in mid lane, we'll notice it is about a 300 gold lead at the moment. And it's whenever I hit a button on League, it's making sounds on my computer again. That's always a good sign.
Good job, good job. How did this become more scuffed than yesterday? I feel like
I don't know. You'd feel like something would improve the more times you do it, you know?
Indeed, and CV has Hockey G pushed all the way back under tower. All in all,
pretty even. Just trying to get farm in across the board. 7.7 to about 8k gold. Both sides just actively trying to get that money where they can.
CV with the level 6. Hockey G with that level 6. Top has both level 6s now. Remu's just roaming around the forest, looking for more creeps to kill.
There we go. I would just like to take a moment as well to say thank you to chat for responding in a way that's actually helpful for getting me to fix the beeping issue instead of some streams where I've seen it be like, where's beeping? Thank you guys so much for being here.
Indeed, we hope you enjoy the show. Thank you for the follow, Biohazard333, rclock46.
And another Trash Panda.
A lot of familiar names tonight.
With that in mind, there is a lot... Oh, except for they've arrived in mid, and Hikaru's starting to get a bit of that poke damage on Rimu, forcing him to back up under his turret. But no major aggression just yet.
You know what I find interesting?
Tell me.
When For Fun Society and Red Dead were playing yesterday, we had both Team Kiwi and Stinky Gamers in the chat studying the fight. But tonight, yesterday's competitors don't seem concerned at all.
Well, I believe that's because they might not be entirely worried about going up against each other. That being said, they will be going up against each other, especially seeing the fact that they actually both have to go up against each other at some point in this tournament. So,
exactly.
Yeah, bit of a curiosity there.
Not using this time to study the opponents.
Oh, and there we go. Root coming out from Lux and doing it, but Spell Immune Shield up on Morgana and not making it happen.
Both sides rather conservative, though it does seem like Stinky Gamers is putting up just a bit more...
Except for we have another Root coming up in mid with a little bit more damage.
Oh.
Not quite much to go in on that, except for it looks like Rimu is looking for the dragon. Except for... Oh, at the moment he is just clearing wards.
Ward?
And then wandering back into his jungle. Oh, except for we see a exhaust come out, but no reward.
Team Kiwi is returning to buy.
A CV up in this top lane, trying to get a bit of poke out onto Hockey and get that sustained damage. But Garn does have a passive that allows him to naturally regenerate health notably faster, which means all that poke will not add up. A bit of an unfortunate situation. Except for... Oh, neither of them actively wanting to aggressively get too far into that top lane. We are looking at about 12k to 11.5 when it comes to gold. We are about at the 9-minute mark. Looking at the gold differences across the board, it is actually not that much with the exception of mid. And even then, she started to close up the gap.
We can see Hikaru's still putting incredible pressure on Himari, though. Himari already down to half health.
What I'm thinking is Hikaru just does not want to allow her to farm this game. Even if he knows he can't get that kill and allows her to run away, as long as he keeps that gold gap up, he won't be worrying. Except for he is actively looking for a kill there, and that is a flash. Never mind, he's going out for the ult, trying to confirm. Camera is pulling me away, trying to make me not have fun, and he is just following, waiting for the ult to run out, and there is first blood for Hikaru. Except for not so fast, because the jungler is already there to respond. Olaf coming up, trying to get the kill. Another flash comes out, but he throws the axe, sidesteps it, and Hikaru gets out of there from Rimu, except for Rimu decides to flash as well. Gets the slam, trying to close that distance, except for the walking speed is not enough. Except for Cable has arrived to turn this around. Rimu picks up the kill, and then Cable picking up the kill on Rimu to close it up, except for now in bot lane, they're starting to get a bit more aggressive. Sen actively trying to do something here, but Mira Pink shoving him under turret, trying to back up and get out of there. And looks like they are going to back off in bot lane.
Indeed.
With that in mind.
4 gamers, 1 for Kiwi.
Normally when we see a first blood in the tournament so far, we haven't seen it immediately turn into a 2-1. I remember in the other ones it'd be like, oh, first blood, and then a couple minutes until the next damage. But instead, we just got an immediate half a team fight. With that in mind, it looks like Cable is actively trying to pick up that dragon. Rimu not wanting to let him have it, runs up, tries to get the smite off, but fails. And Cable actively just trying to stand toe-to-toe with Olaf here. Not a good idea. Olaf gets a bit more attack speed out, lower he gets, except for now he's stunned and trying to get the axe out and walk away, and he will get out of there. And that looks like it's going to be the bottom scuttler for the Team Kiwi. However, I have the team name stuck from yesterday in my head.
Stinky and Kiwi. Stinky and Kiwi.
So Stinky Gamers picking up the first dragon.
Quite so.
Except for we might see CV trying to pick up something up in top lane.
Will she be diving? No, it doesn't look like she will.
Doesn't
She's
look
returning
like
by. As you notice, both tops still have not
in middle lane.
gone
Rimu trying to push up on Hikaru. I was gonna say Hikari. It's not the correct situation here.
A lot of very similar names tonight.
Barry. That Zillion skin's great,
Hikari,
actually.
Hikari's
Except for Hikari wants to go for the dives, chasing down, and that is a kill. The moment Rimu takes his eyes off Hikaru, Hikaru decides to get crazy and goes for those kills immediately.
Indeed. Zillion getting absolutely bullied tonight.
And there we go. Just quickly toggle directed camera.
Also, press X to show the goal difference real quick.
Can do. We are currently looking in the mid lane, a difference of 4,300 to 2,600. Meaning the gap between them, thanks to those kills, is just becoming stronger by the moment.
Other than that, gold looks pretty even across the board. We might be seeing a bit of action up top. That's a long
Up in
poke.
top lane.
Is poking two different... Oh, Cable coming up from the rear.
There we go. Just sorry, I'm hitting buttons at this point. There we go. Bot lane's grasp coming out, but not quite happening. They are just clear. Looks like Stinky Gamers is actively just trying to clear wards off of that Baron pit, which right now currently holds the Rift Herald.
Indeed. Garen also still only carrying the Doran's shield. Has not gone back to buy even once.
Interesting choice. There is, however, only about a 10 farm difference between the two of them, and neither of them have picked up a kill yet. So the gap shouldn't be that bad, except for now he has bought his items. With that in mind, turret plating soon going to fall here at the 13-minute mark.
Thank you for the follow, Metallic Dessert.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
And we have UC in chat. That's the real Stinky Gamer right
Looks
there.
like this tournament now has a rat infestation. Well, you know what that means.
Very prog. Very pog indeed.
Very pog. Oh, except for we might see Rimu trying to make something happen in the bot lane. Hamari extraordinarily low. We don't know what might happen here just yet. Zillion ult hanging out, and Hikaru looking for the kill again and goes for it. With that in mind, Rimu trying to pick up a kill here, but does not quite make it. Cable returning to his jungle, realizing he is not quite needed at the moment, and Hikaru is safe. Oh, except for, there we go, Mira going in, trying to get the ult off, trying to pick up a kill on Sen, going under the turret for it, and takes out Sen.
Ooh. Lux ult whiffed, could not make a counter kill.
Making the gap in between the teams now up into a 5-2 with 22.4 to 19.2k gold.
Don't forget, Stinky Gamers also did take first dragon. That's plus 6% armor and magic resistance for them.
Taking early resistances will be good, except for now we have Hikaru trying to get more damage off onto Rimu, not quite allowing it. Rimu brought down to half health and still trying to defend that center turret. And Hockey having a little bit of a laugh in the top lane, gets that spin out against CV and then starts backing off. Interesting play.
He does take a bit of damage for it though. He is only down to half health.
Oh, except for he's deciding to go in, run in, gets the silence, and then tries to go for a bit of farm, gets that spin off, except for now he is extraordinarily low, not quite realizing the amount of needle damage that can happen. Trying, but the execute ult comes out, and it's not quite enough for the execute. Traps coming down, trying to get a lead on where Rimu, Hockey is. Not quite sure where they're going to end up. Hockey staying extraordinarily low. Down in bot side, we are starting to see a bit more aggression as all teams are starting to rotate.
Cable's taking the next dragon, it seems.
Cable's starting the next dragon and potentially getting it with no contest.
Indeed. This one provides plus 4% attack damage and ability power for Stinky Gamers.
And the map will have the Cloud Winds. There we go. Looks like the majority of them are still focusing on that bot side. Oh, except for Hikaru looking for blood again, chasing down Himari. Oh, and that Q getting extraordinary amount of damage, and the Zonia's coming out immediately. There's an alt dash, gets it, flashes out, right and picks up the kill. With that in mind, I would also like to point out this becomes more dangerous without shutdowns, because if you look at the build, he did pick up a Magi's. And if you remember correctly, Magi's gets additionally stronger for every kill you grab while holding it. Oh, and the root coming out from Kyrie AI, but will not meet any actual result.
CV also pushing quite heavily on Hockey G up top. Rimu having to come up to intervene. Pushing CV back while Hockey G goes back for the buy. Hockey G going for the early Trin Force before anything else.
That is correct. We are going to see a Trinity Force Garn immediately. On the other side of that fence, we have Needly picking up the Rod of Ages. Looking for that late game. Oh, except for Hikaru comes back to lane, immediately picking up a kill on Mimi. Or, yeah,
that works.
Himari.
Good
enough.
Cable's going for Rift Herald.
Cable is actively trying to pick up that Rift Herald, and we are going to see a teleport coming in. And that is going to be CV just wanting to return to top lane, except for now we have a fight breaking out around Herald with the steal from Herald on Rimu, and immediately picking up a 1 kill. However, going down himself. Hockey starting to be alone up there. Another kill picked up in bot lane.
That's an ace.
And that is an ace.
That's an ace right there.
A lot happened, but there was an ace.
Did manage to pick up Team Kiwi did manage to take the Rift Herald, but that has been an ace.
And if you look in chat, well, if you look at in chat, you'll realize Cable says worth. So I guess it was. We'll have to see as the match goes on, though. With that in mind, CV actively looking to take this top turret.
And she does.
And she will take it with no retaliation.
Himari, feeling the pressure from Hikaru, is playing rather defensively.
I believe she has to at this point. Hikaru is running away with it and doesn't seem to be wanting to calm down.
Indeed, that's both turrets cleared in the mid lane.
Looks like both sides are... Oh, except for Hikaru wanting to steal this blue buff, coming up into the jungle and actively attacking Rimu for it. And realizing there's an entire team of 3 there, decides to walk away. And Rimu takes his blue buff.
He's also coming down from South Jungle.
Here we go.
No, he's going for the little camp of birds.
The majority of their team seems to be playing around that bot lane again, and Hikaru is coming up into this bot lane looking for a gank.
Meanwhile, CV stalking Hockey G up top.
Will not quite get the taunt he's looking for. But that being said, they still get a bit of damage out on the trade.
Really, it seems like Stinky Gamer is just controlling the flow of this battle.
Stinky Gamers is actively looking to lock down options, it feels. Oh, and the ult to get out. Ult goes in, Sen going extraordinarily low and goes down.
With that, 3 in the bottom lane, they very well could take bot tower right now. Rimu having to come down to help support, but will that be enough? They have no minions there to defend. No, and that is bottom tower.
And that is bottom tower for Stinky Gamers. Except for Rimu trying to come in, pick up that kill on Mira, except for they will not let it happen. Kyrie trying to keep all the shields up as much as she can,
nope.
But Rimu will pick up the kill.
He is also extraordinarily low, though.
He is extraordinarily low, but I don't think Morgana currently has the damage to capitalize on it. Oh, except for CV actively trying to pick up a kill on him. I can't speak.
Also, you're still on gold view.
Yes, I am. And also, I forgot to turn you up before we started this as well, like we discussed.
Oh, yeah. Am I still really quiet, chat? Can anyone hear me? It's just a one-man show so far.
You shouldn't be that quiet. I brought you up to 125%.
Ah, neat. All right, I'm all right. I'm sorry. I can't shout as loud as I did yesterday. My family's getting mad at me.
That's fair.
We did start later than yesterday, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to contain my excitement.
And there we go. Both teams starting to build up around this dragon pit with the Windrake spawned. Both teams looking to maybe pick it up, except for Cable starting it. Looks...
burning through it right quick.
It looks like Team Kiwi might not have that many options to deal with it as they all grab around that dragon.
And that's a third dragon for Stinky Gamers.
And with that in mind, they will throw down Rift Herald in mid.
Indeed, plus 10% ultimate cooldown reduction.
Oh, it looks like CV is trying to actively pick up a bit of poke on Himari, scared off by Rimu.
Hikaru leading the charge. Oh,
and Hikaru going in with the ult, trying to pick up that kill on Himari, but not quite making it. There we go, and we're starting to see a bit of retaliation come out. Ult for Zillion coming out on himself.
Quite a bold poke, using the ult to get in and get out.
And that is not going to be a team fight with both sides deciding to peel off. And Mari returning to base just to quickly get some health back while the rest of the team starts to scout around that Baron pit. Actively seeing if there's a bit of wards around, but I don't think there are. In fact, there aren't, except for the one ward that Kiwi put down themselves. That in mind, the majority of Stinky Gamer's vision seems to be along that bot side looking for those dragons.
Indeed.
That in mind, Hikaru is starting to push up that mid lane.
CV's behind Garen right now. CV's going back up to top lane. Do you think she'll catch him out of position?
That is a good question. CV returns up to this top lane, trying to look for either preventing the push or just preventing farm. Hockey decides to get out of there immediately, except for now we have Hikaru in bot lane looking for that kill on Sen, and he will take it. Looks like they are trying to... Oh, except for they're not quite done yet. Hikaru actually caught under the turret, but starting to get blasted down extraordinarily low, running away with the Ignite on him, and Rimu picks up a double kill.
That's a 700 gold bounty towards Rimu.
I was, in fact, wrong about the double kill. It was a trade. And there goes 10 stacks on Magi's. Meaning that Hikaru should be a little more in line with the rest of his team when it comes to the power. That being said, the gold difference with the amount of kills he has picked up will still make him very strong in this match. CV picking up a bit of damage on this Garen here. Not quite able to break him that much, though.
Himari gets to take advantage of Hikaru being absent to get a little bit of farm in the mid lane. But we've got Cable, Master Yi roaming... Oh, no, never mind.
No, it looks like he is looking to potentially invade, but not having anything to pick up. Oh, and CV throwing the spear and jumping out of there, just getting a little bit of poke without retaliation, or at least as much retaliation as they can avoid on Hockey. And Hockey is deciding to spam the dance emote. So that's a good sign.
Rimu and... they're both named Rim. It's kind of weird. Hockey G and Rimu roaming down to mid lane right now.
Right. Himari going extraordinarily low, but putting the ult on herself to get out of there. Rimu trying to dash in, gets there, and immediately melts Kairi.
Picking up another quick kill. Right now it's 16-6 for Stinky Gamers.
Throws the spear and manages to pick it up across the wall, trying to prevent Hockey G from going around for the flank. And it looks like Rimu is going to actively try to pick up this red buff before anyone else can take it. Sen picking up a bit of farm in that mid lane, trying to adjust the amount of damage. Oh, except for we might start seeing a fight in this jungle. Hockey going extraordinarily low, and he's down. The Stinky Gamers playing extraordinarily well this match. Playing around their mid laner, letting them pick up all these kills, and then just trying to walk it in where they can.
Indeed.
Looking at the gold difference here, we are looking at about a 1,000 difference in top lane, about a 1,000 difference in jungles, a almost 5,000 difference in mid lane.
If you take a look, Stinky Gamers have also taken 5 turrets from Team Kiwi.
Five turrets.
Team Kiwi have taken none.
With that in mind, they've also taken every dragon that's come up, being a wind dragon, a fire dragon, and an earth dragon.
Frankly, I think Team Kiwi is going to need a miracle to make a comeback in this round.
Either a miracle or playing extraordinarily around. What we could potentially see is their Olaf, currently leading their team with the 5 kills out of their team's 6.
This also completely goes against predictions that chat made early on, where 71% thought Team Kiwi would win.
That is correct. We are seeing a very dominant play coming in from Stinky Gamers here. Which I will admit, it is going to be extraordinarily difficult for a comeback at this point. I'm not going to say it's completely impossible.
But however, blue team's going for another dragon. This would be their 4th, which would prompt the spawn of Elder Dragon.
And that will take the dragon.
Will be coming up next.
That in mind, it looks like they're starting to push up towards them and take this bit of aggression that they can pull off.
That's also 2 Cloud Dragons for Stinky Gamers. We'll be seeing them use their ult much more liberally. And as you know, Hikaru playing Ahri does already have rather short cooldown on that ult.
Not to mention, they've already been using the ult almost every time it's come up, coming in for these ganks and stashing under turret with them. With the fact that they are going to have that ult available more often is going to get extraordinarily dangerous. Rimu taking that spear, trying to just prevent shots coming in on that Lux. The entire missile barrage landing on Kairi, but not quite doing much after this spell shield.
Everyone's focused on bot lane right now.
Everyone focused around playing that bot lane, pushing it up as far as they can. Not entirely worried about top lane, though.
Kiwis are doing everything in their power just to hold them back. Picking up some...
Just pushing out mid lane a bit, trying to get this going.
Indeed. Oh.
Oh,
that's a root on
that
Garen.
is going to be root on Garen, but not quite much happening. It looks like they are setting up a death bush. Oh, and they're starting to back up, and here we go. Starts the team fight coming up, trying to get as much damage out as they can, and they will pick up Cable. However, Olaf has a zillion ult running in, won't be able to do much. Hikaru taking out Hockey. And that will be a double kill for Hikaru, picking up the Zillion as well as picking up Rimu for the triple. Oh, we're going this potential. Oh, and that will not be a penta no matter what, because Kairi took one of the kills.
Not a penta, but Stinky's got the ace. This could very well be it. 30 seconds. They can very well push past the inhibitor, straight into the turrets, and onto the Nexus.
There we go.
Hikaru's being brave, going straight for the turrets. 10 more seconds before the first of Team Kiwi gets back on the field.
And that will be the first of the 2 base turrets. And then coming up on the second base turret, I don't think they will be able to retaliate this. And this might be a very early first game for the Stinky Gamers. Oh, they're coming out to try to fight it, but they will not be able to. For game 1, going to Stinky Gamer. And there we go. With that in mind, let's get the second match set up. Let's let's quickly take a look at the endgame scores.
Indeed. A strong 12-2-5 for Hikaru playing Ahri in the mid lane, representing Stinky Gamers.
There we go, and I realized my head's kind of in the way of the build there. That's unfortunate. So let's just take a look at the graph here. The majority of the damage coming out was Hikaru. Looks like they just had Hikaru and wanted to play around him as much as they could.
Indeed. CV also getting a lot of pokes in the top lane, showing the advantage of being ranged against an all-melee character.
That in mind, let's also look at total damage. Oh, that's just total damage dealt. I want damage taken and healed. Or just damage taken, rather. The majority of the damage in that match actually came up onto the Olaf. So Rimu doing a lot of the tanking in this. And with that in mind, let's get that second lobby set up.
Indeed. Are we changing the format? Do we still go into the winner's room to talk mid-interview?
No. Sorry, I had to get a bit of a cough there. Yeah, we do it at the end just because I was like, I had what was it called? Like somebody gave me advice after last night, and one of them was like try to streamline it a bit. So we're gonna try that this time and hope that
In
helps.
early predictions, do you think Team Kiwi will be swapping their roles around a little bit, trying to put more pressure on Hikaru?
I could see
Seeing
that happening.
Hikaru is the prime threat of Stinky Gamers in the first round.
I could easily see that happening. I'm just realized we have a bunch of text lying around. Okay, never mind. Nothing that is immediately like emergency respond to. So let me just invite all the players and you.
Indeed.
Do
And we'll
do
be
do 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 do.
we'll be swapping sides for the second round.
And I just realized I actually forgot to make the lobby have a spectate slot. So whoopsie.
And Team Kiwi will be blue.
And except for I have to remake the lobby because I messed up. Now we have a spectate slot. Okay, I'm sorry. Boom, 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 boom. That's click on to text. I don't want to do that. I want to invite. Boom, boom, boom. Throw myself down in the spectate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one of those, I feel like I'm missing. Do. TV, cable, Hikaru, mirror. So that's all them, and then Rimu, Rimfrost. No. Sen. Okay, so no, I'm still missing someone. Oh,
Welcome Paz from For Fun Society in chat. We just finished round 1 of night 2 for the tournament. A crushing defeat by the Stinky Gamers.
okay, I am missing. Okay, I'm missing Mimi because I don't have her in my friends list apparently. It's gonna quickly. Oh, that is moving voice channels. That is not moving. There we go.
In the meantime, chat, how is everyone doing?
Yeah, how are you guys doing tonight?
You can continue with the setup. I'll talk to chat. Thank you to Porbe for tipping 1031 towards the prize pool. As a reminder, all tips received for the duration of the tournament will go into a prize pool for the winning team. Not the winners of tonight, the winners of the tournament at the end.
There we go. So okay, so they are in. So now we just need everyone to stack up into their team, and we will be good to go. Unless they are thinking of potentially changing their order, but no, it looks like they are okay.
A lot of big talk in the chat. We've got members of For Fun Society here, starting the early trash talk against the competing teams of the night. A lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence. And yeah, we just need one more person to move into team 1. Just gonna go. Just do a quick little ask.
My team are my...
Isn't that just the jungle mentality?
Indeed. We've got a lot of the Stinky Gamers working up the crowd here in chat tonight.
There we go. Oh, one person isn't here apparently. Okay.
All right, we are down one player for the moment. There's some technical issues.
Oh, just technical issues. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Oh, yes. I would like to point that out for everyone who's getting... because I just saw that there might be hyper-competitive viewers. This tournament is for fun. If you were expecting good gameplay, balancing, professional strats, professional commentators, anything that is above the level of basically a bunch of people slapping each other in a Denny's parking lot, you will be sorely disappointed.
Frankly, I don't know half the things I say during this shoutcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
if I'm gonna be honest.
Like, let's be honest. The soundscape of this tournament, when everyone's actually hitting each other, is gonna be something like.
I like that. We are professionals, just not very good professionals.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it. We're professional, we're just not good at it. But yeah, with that in mind, it looks like waiting. Okay, yeah, we're still just getting some technical issues.
We've got a broken mic in one of the teams.
I'm just realizing there is a specific build asked for Yi, and if we actually see that come out, we will be in a bit of a situation. Oh, and we're seeing a bunch of R's come out. So with that in mind, I think we are ready to go into match 2. I'm just going to also put an R, just so that they know as well, except for no, I think that's just the chat. Okay, yeah, League does this.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, small indie company, Riot Games.
Never heard of
their very useful launcher. But yeah, with that in mind, I think we are good to start? Question mark?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 R's in the chat. Who are we still missing?
I don't think it is entirely a someone's missing issue as much as it is one person might not be able to chat.
Oh no, there we go. We're good.
We're more than ready as multiple R's come out, and that is going into draft for game 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to the game phase. Now that everyone's got some knowledge for the first round, let's see who they pick.
That is going to be a Namumu ban out the gate immediately.
Indeed. Also remember to switch those names.
Don't worry, I am. Kind of wish there was a programmed... Oh, another Fiora ban.
Yes.
Just making sure that does not happen, and I shouldn't have made these groups in OBS, because when I want to drag one name, it drags them all. There we go, put them over there.
Team Kiwi, once again, taking their time, making their decision for pick 2. Zoe is
and there will be Zoe again. There we go. All right, we're good. Everything's in the right position.
Jin,
and that will be another Jin ban. Deciding to remove Jin from this match as an option entirely.
One more ban from both teams before we get into the first pick phase.
Why don't you just copy the scene but switch them? Do you think I have brain cells? No. And that's going to be a Needly ban.
Indeed.
Not wanting to see it this time. And that will be an Olaf ban this time, deciding to actually play around their specific players from last round.
I thought it was red and blue team, that's why I shouted out red, but that was actually for red dance.
Good job, Kai.
I don't know why I thought you'd actually change up the calls between rounds.
I was gonna say that is That wasn't even me. That was Otter. Shoutouts to Otter. Like, and that's going to be a Pantheon pick for Team Kiwi. And a Morgana pick again. Oh, except for we might see
We're
a
getting a
Nico. Might get to bust some Nico kneecaps. And there we go with the Nico. Well, I made the Nico knee joke. It was nice knowing you guys. I am now retiring, and Kai takes over the tournament. I'll see you guys later. No.
Yep, that's a Malphite for the Team Kiwi.
Oh, we're gonna see Malphite coming out.
Team Kiwi's really switching up this time around, as they should. Oh, and that's
and there's an Ari pick.
Hikaru's Ari has been taken. What will he go with now? Locking in that Master Yi.
And
now we're back to the ban phase.
And we get the Master Yi on Stinky Gamers again. And
Yasuo.
there's a Yasuo ban, getting him right out of there. I'd like to point out a stat that was brought up in chat. Ari has a 100% appearance rate in this tournament.
So she does.
With that in mind, they are taking their time to choose a Vayne ban. And
last ban
for the Stinky Gamers.
Thank you, T2DX Ream, for the $10 tip into the prize pool.
That in mind, we have 6 seconds left in this ban phase, and that is going to be Xayah. Actively picking out these 80 carry picks, just trying to prevent maybe any sort of familiarity going into this match.
Not a problem.
And that will be a misfortune ban.
Indeed.
And there we go, going into the last 2 picks on each side.
For the most part, it does seem that Stinky Gamers is going with what they know. 3 out of 3 so far is the same as what they had last time, is it not?
Yes, pretty much, except for the Caitlyn pick is now... Actually, wait, 3 out of 3. Let me just...
Aphelios.
Aphelios.
Aphelios for Team Kiwi.
I don't think it's 3 for 3 on the Stinky Gamers yet, because right now we're only looking at 2 of the picks that have arrived before. That being said, Kiwi has swapped their composition pretty much entirely.
Because remember, Cable was Yi.
Cable was Yi, and Kyrie was Morgana, but Nico and Caitlyn weren't in the last match. And Lux was on their side before, but now Lux being picked up by Team Kiwi. And that is a Teemo pick!
Teemo. Oh boy.
So that's CV on Teemo in the top lane. Versus that, what I believe to be Pantheon.
Once again, we're going to be seeing some ranged versus melee in the top lane.
Now that could get extraordinarily dangerous as the match goes on, seeing the fact that most melee characters do not really have the options to get in on ranged characters, not to mention Teemo is specifically designed to run away.
Indeed. Pantheon only has 1 ranged attack with the Q.
On the other side of this, let's just go over the team compositions and start this conversation, because we know we're about to have that 3-minute timer. On the side of Stinky Gamers, we have Teemo, Master Yi, Nico, Caitlyn, Morgana. Obviously, 2 of these picks were comfort picks from the last match. However, I do want to point out something I noticed in chat that might have been a influence towards this Master Yi pick. I remember one specific statement saying that someone would pay Cable the entirety of the current prize pool if he played a specific Master Yi build. Now, with that in mind, if we see that Master Yi build come out, there's going to be some statements that have to be made. Something along the lines of bet. On the other side of the map, we have Pantheon, Malphite, Ari, Aphelios, and Lux. I'll be honest with you, I have actually never seen Aphelios in play before. Which really proves how good of a showcaster I am.
Indeed, according to the comments in chat, Aphelios is not doing well in the current meta.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If I remember correctly, their whole ability is they just change what their basic attack is. Aphelios is going to be a blast for me to shoutcast. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm scared, Dan. Hold me.
Pretty much, yeah. With that in mind, we do have Malphite, who I am extraordinarily familiar with. If that is going to be a jungle Malphite, we are in for some crazy ult ganks. If not, that means their jungler might be Pantheon, which I'm not entirely sure he's capable of, but I could see post-rework Pantheon potentially jungling. And how
Oh, hey, Barney.
Thank you for the host. With that in mind, they did take Lux, trying to prevent the Lux pick on the other side, it feels like, except for... I don't think they had Lux last time. They had Morgana, and then they had Lux, so the Lux pick is actually a comfort pick. However, Idle Mimi picking up Ahri this time, getting that pick.
With a name like Idle Ahri, you would expect she would know what she's doing with it.
And with that in mind...
1 minute on the spectator
I think we've actually covered what we have feel for both of the compositions, and we still have a couple, like, 48 seconds. Oh, right, we forgot to put a poll. Kai, you want to handle it?
Yes, we will. Poll.
Meanwhile, I hope you all are having fun tonight and enjoying the tournament. I'd like to, again, thank everyone for coming by, and I'd like to thank all the players for being a part of it. Because at the end of the day, it would not be a tournament if you didn't have players. Like, I'm just imagining an empty tournament now, like setting up Evo, like, hey everybody, we got this this big like conference room set up for the tournament. And then it's like, who won? No one. No one showed up.
And let's get some predictions from the chat on who's going to take the second round. We've got the Stinky Gamers and Team Kiwi.
There we go, and going into the last second until we go into a loading screen. That in mind, I'm quickly going to bring over the scene transition into in-game. Whoop. Oh, and I need
Currently in the polls, Team Kiwi still does have the lead in votes. Chat seems to have faith that Team Kiwi can make a comeback, as we saw yesterday with For Fun Society.
There we go. And... oh, that is an immediate loading screen this time. Thank you, game, for cooperating. Bring up the scoreboard, and...
scoreboard, time control's gone.
No, I'm trying to bring my time controls to, like... there we go. So we don't have a repeat of last time, where I was, like, a minute behind.
Yes, let's not have that.
And there we go. So it looks like they are going for an invade immediately.
Indeed.
Team Kiwi wants to either get an invade or make sure they don't do an invade themselves. That being
They're
said...
really have to change up their tactics compared to last time.
Okay, Aphelios doing something.
Oh.
I believe that's his ability, but like I said, I've never seen him in play, so I'm assuming that's just a thing he does. Probably swapping weapons. Looks like, in this case, we are going to have both sides starting top. Like, are we going to have both sides starting top? No, it looks like... let me just actually check. Oh, Remo is also playing their jungle again, so let me just bring them down there. And now everyone's in the right order. Cool, cool.
No, it seems blue team is starting bot, taking the red buff. Whereas Yi is also taking the red buff
so
at the north side.
So both sides are starting to start with their red buff. That in mind, nothing quite crazy coming out for decisions yet. Except for, I see Pantheon actively trying to cross the river. Oh, he realizes that they also started red and is starting to try to split the map, going for the wolves. Or potentially a very early gank. Not quite sure yet. Nope. He's going... potentially...
He's also he's taking the blue on blue side.
Yeah, so they, at this point, they do have to split the map. Kai, I'd like to just have a quick question about the poll.
Yes.
What did you set the answers to?
Kuwukowo and Stinky Germs.
Okay, thank you. Because I saw Kuwukowo, and I thought you put in, like, the 2 teams and then Kuwukowo, and I was like, oh, I guess Team 3 Kuwukowo is going to win this one.
We see some early pokes from Hikaru again, although this time Hikaru's also taking some damage. Seems Himari's able to trade a bit more confidently as Ari.
That is true, and on top of that, we have a much more aggressive bot lane with Mira trying to get pokes out immediately, but getting returned on. Oh, and looks like Cable is returning to his jungle to realize his blue and Gromp has been taken. With Pantheon going mid, we might be seeing a gank onto Hikaru here, except for Hikaru actively trying to peel away. Flash comes out with a stun, Hikaru also flashing. And that is going to be an extraordinarily low Hikaru, and we're going to get a first blood onto Rimu. That in mind, Hockey is actively trying to pick up a couple Qs onto CV, just trying to keep that health low.
Really seems like Team Kiwi's paying attention to Hikaru now in the mid lane. As they should, as they should. He has been a major threat all of last round.
That is true. I could easily see this being trying to keep Hikaru shut down for the majority of the game so he's not nearly as strong as the time goes on.
Indeed. And despite CV being the range character in top lane, we do see Malphite has the lead at level 4.
I'm seeing a lot of things that in a normal league tournament you should not repeat in chat. However, because the majority of, or actually every player in this matchup did sign a disclaimer that we were allowed to BM them as long as they were allowed to BM us, we are getting a lot of washed up mid laner coming out after the Hikaru death.
Himari pushed all the way back to tower. Hikaru getting those pokes in. Bot lane. Just very standard farming right now.
With that, let's just quickly look at the gold difference on, that is the team fight button. Let's just quickly look at the gold difference here. Right now, not too much. Potentially about an 100 difference in top lane going towards Teemo.
Indeed, CV has now pulled ahead. Disregard my earlier comment about Malphite.
Now, looking at the real difference, the real farming situation here, right now, Stinky Gamers is leading with 3 farm on their support versus 1 farm. And Aphelios is looking to pick up a bit of farm here at the moment, using that, I'm assuming just an AoE basic attack. Oh, CV getting extremely low.
Kiwis also seem to be putting a lot of pressure in the bot lane right now, pushing them all the way back to tower. And first dragon will be Fire Dragon.
First dragon to spawn is in fact fire, like you said, but except we are seeing the jungler start to hang out around that dragon pit. Are we going to be seeing a gank in bot lane, or are we going to be seeing a ward on dragon? Only time will tell. Both dragons. Oh, it looks like Cable is looking for that dragon immediately, except for he just throws down a ward and leaves. Rimu, on the other hand, is waiting in the bush, smells blood, and is waiting for that moment. Decides to go in now, jumping up onto Mira Pink and getting the spear, trying to back it up, except for they get the exhaust.
Pulling back into the river now.
Deciding the exhaust wasn't worth it and going back into his river. We might be seeing a fight for the Scuttle Crab.
He's going for fruits first.
He decides he's a bit hungry and wants those fruits first. And that will give Rimu the Scuttle.
Indeed.
This mid lane being a lot more even this time around, except for Hikaru is potentially looking for a kill here. But, can't speak. Mari playing it safe, except for it won't be safe enough, and he goes in with the ult.
We are now 1 for 1, ladies and gentlemen, with only a 500 gold difference between the teams.
With that in mind, we are getting a teleport for going back up into top lane. And Malphite being a rock and actively trying to get that farm. right now, let's just quickly take a look at the gold difference on each side. We are looking at about 100 gold difference for the supports and a 300 gold difference in the 80 carries with a farm differential of 43 to 31. That in mind, the current score of the game is 1-for-1 with a about 10k gold for each side.
Indeed. No towers seem to be in danger yet. First Dragon has not been taken. And just a lot of pokes being traded in all lanes.
But Teemo is now level 6, which means this top lane is going to become a minefield. The interesting part is going to be having a melee have to deal with the fact that as soon as Teemo starts running away, he could easily be leading you to a landmine and just turn the match around on you. With that in mind, we are not quite seeing much aggression coming out from both sides yet. Wards coming down for Stinky Gamers onto the Dragon. Do you think they called themselves Stinky Gamers because they were planning that Teemo pick? Now that I think about it. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. I think they would have planned for a Twitch pick if that was the case.
I think it's the fact they've got Cable and CV on the same team.
That's a good point. With that in mind, the smell actually, wait, they're both in the top side of the map, too. The top side of that map must be a nightmare, except for the fact that Hikaru is picking up another kill.
Indeed. Rimu's coming in a little too late just to hold down the lane.
Just trying to... I don't know if we'd call this holding down the lane, or if this is just lane tax, picking up some of those minions. That in mind, holding the fort down pretty well. Starting to get pushed up onto that turret, but just trying to just keep it alive as much as they can without losing too many plates. That in mind, what are we looking at for builds? Right now, we are looking at the... We are looking at a Dark Seal on Nico. Hikaru seeming to really like these face roll items. With that in mind, bot lane is staying fairly passive on both sides. Oh, and we have a lane trade, actually. Malphite now hanging out in mid lane with Ahri going top. Will that be able to help out? We'll have to see. And they're asking Darkseal is face roll. I might be mistaking it for something because I thought it was kind of like a Magi's.
That's a charm on Teemo.
It is kind of like a Magi's. Okay, so we're good.
Oh, but she runs into that mushroom.
I'm thinking of the word snowball. I have words that I use and they're not the right ones.
Professional caster, by the way. Oh,
except for we have a Pantheon ult coming in. Comes the flash, and both ults coming out and pick up the kill on Sen or Kyrie, and that's good. Oh, that's Sen picking up a double kill, and that is a kill for Hikari, or not Hikari.
Himari also picked up
Hikari in the top lane.
That's Himari.
Himari. Do you understand how confusing all the H names are?
I know, right? There's Hakichi, there's Hikaru, there's Himari. Like, come on now. But that is 3 kills for Team Kiwi, pulling them ahead to 4-2. They are playing much more aggressively than we were last time.
Much more aggressively and taking that early game as much as they can. Indeed. Hikaru having to start to deal with that Malphite now.
At first glance, it seems their new strategy is paying off, but we'll have to see if they can carry through.
We'll have to see. Hockey not falling for the Nico trick. And yeah, Idle Mimi accidentally stepping on some of the landmines on the way there, but being fine. So far, it looks like the lane swap has paid off. Vision Plant coming out to pick up the vision on some of those wards. And there we go, getting a bit of slaps on that mid tower. Looks like he has arrived to try to scare him off the mid tower, but we do have a bit of a fight for warding going on Dragon.
Indeed, Kyrie going in to clear some wards, but Rimu slapping her with the spear. A hard poke indeed.
And there we go. little bit low, but Hockey getting those pokes out on Hikaru where he can. Oh, Hikaru's looking to go in potentially, but just throwing a bit of abilities out there, and he walks out of it. Oh, except for this is going to be the ult, and it's looking like a kill, except for he's extraordinarily low, walking away, and he is going to get out of there fine.
Indeed. Rimu coming in to intervene, walking between them.
Oh, except for he hasn't left just yet. Oh, and that is the Malphite ult, but it will not connect. Oh, both sides starting to pick up buffs.
Nico going in.
Oh, wants to pick up that kill on Hockey, but not quite making it.
Malphite, literally a ton of bricks.
Is he even bricks? I thought he was just like a bunch of rocks. Oh, well, I guess a brick that you break turns into a rock, so like... That being said, we don't have time to discuss the differences between rocks and bricks at the moment because we do have a teleport coming into mid. And that will be Hockey again returning to lane. It looks like both junglers are starting to eye that dragon, but it looks like they had a show of respect and decided to walk away from each other. That in
Mari
mind,
looking much more comfortable in the top lane against the Teemo.
Much more comfortable,
quite confidently.
Especially with that Ahri pick.
Indeed.
If we just take a quick look at the gold differences across the map, we are seeing not too much with the top laners. However, if we look in the bot lane, it is a difference of 3,200 to 5,000. Ascend making extraordinary good work with that Infinity Edge. Neither side has wanted to go for that first dragon yet. We're starting to reach the 15-minute mark.
Indeed. Looks like Stinky's bottom tower's in a little bit of danger here, already down to half health.
Already down to about half, but the Q coming out onto the wrong Hikaru. And getting a little bit of that poke out, trying to break down that rock shield. Hockey playing it extraordinarily safe and extraordinarily smart on that Malphite. Oh, except for it looks like they want the kill up in the top lane. It's going to be an ignite coming out, and that will be a kill on each side. Down in the bot lane, we're starting to see a dive that will not quite pay out. Yi coming in, trying to get the cleanup, chasing Sen past their own turret. And that will be a shutdown, except for now we have the ult in mid lane trying to pick up a kill on Hikaru, except for the ult comes out, evens it out really quick, and Hikaru picks up a kill on Malphite. And Lux actively trying to back up and get away, and manages to get out of there.
Indeed. Not quite an ace yet, Lux still survives.
Not quite an ace, but Stinky Gamers staying alive for the entirety of that aggressive pull. It looks like they're going
into the dragon, and here they go for it.
Using the time that they are dead, they're going to go for trying to pick up that dragon before anyone else can retaliate it.
First dragon goes to Stinky Gamers.
But yeah, the vision around the bot side for Stinky Gamers is phenomenal. Like if we were to look at the vision difference, if we were to look at the vision difference now, it looks like there's only a little bit of wards topside and enough to defend themselves on the side of Team Kiwi. And then when you go to Stinky Gamers, they have that entire bot side prepared for vision.
Indeed. Hikaru playing Nico now has Medjai's again.
There we go. Oh, it looks like Hikaru decided the lane swap was not something he wanted. Going up into top lane, trying to pick this kill on Mimi. Mimi ulting out of there, trying to get away, but they will get flashed on and picked off. And that's what I was saying. Those mushrooms up in the top lane are going to become extraordinarily dangerous as the match goes on.
But in exchange...
Team Kiwi
takes bottom turret.
Team Kiwi is taking bottom turret as well as landing that Lux bind. Oh, and it looks like Cable is trying to pick up Rift Herald, except for Rimu and Hockey are here to prevent that from happening, and they pick up the kill. I think that Ari could have killed Nico. Except for we don't have time to talk about that right now because Hikaru is looking for a kill on Malphite. Except for Pantheon going in, trying to pick up a kill. The ult comes in, does an extraordinary amount of damage. But will they be able to pick up anything? That won't.
No. That's both Hockey G and Rimu down.
Oh, and I'm looking in chat now. We're getting a peachy raid. Turns out Momo has decided to raid us. Thank you so much.
Hello, Momo.
How was your stream? Might not be able to respond, but I can at least ask.
Momo Shadow Legends? I see, I see.
That in mind, CV is deciding to leave this top lane, leaving it full of... Oh, except for that might have been the last landmine removed. And it looks like they are safe to farm in the top lane. Looking around, they're starting to get a lot of wards around that Baron pit, looking to potentially pick up that Rift Herald.
Oh, Hikaru making a beeline straight for...
Hikaru making a beeline in top lane, trying to pick up that kill on Mimi. Immediately locking her down, getting the kill, and picks up the kill.
Poor position. Ooh. They're both also circling right behind Rimu. Rimu surrounded on all sides.
I mean, we're surrounded on all sides, but doesn't seem to realize it just yet as they start to push in this top tower, trying to look for... And there it is. Now, it looks like they want to potentially push either this second top tower. Who's fighting who? On... we have Team Kiwi versus Stinky Gamers. If you've just arrived, this is Game 2. Oh, and here we go. The Yi coming in, managing to get that Q off, but then healing through. No major engage just yet.
Oh, and with that, they also take the Pantheon. Hikaru hitting over the wall.
Hikaru being able to get that kill over the wall. Oh, and here we go. Rift Herald is being started by Stinky Gamers. And while this is going on, Hikaru trying to just distract them in this top lane, making sure they don't look over. Oh, except for Mimi wants to potentially pick up a kill, and they have a ward there. She'll be seen.
Oh, she's about to meet CV.
Except for she's about to meet the rest of their team, and she ults out of there. Oh, and CV is dropping that Rift Herald in top lane. They are looking for the second top tower. But they will take it the moment this charge comes out, and there it is. Hockey actively staying up in this top lane, trying to prevent things from happening. Oh, he needs to flash out of there. And oh, the Herald is actively trying to focus a second turret. That bringing it down to extraordinarily low. The Malphite ult comes in and lands on Hikaru, and that will take him out of the fight. The rest of the team starting to run away, not wanting to deal with this, but Pantheon coming up from behind, trying to corner them. And that will be a landmine stepped on that slows them down and potentially allows them to escape.
Indeed, that's a lot of mushrooms being stepped on. But Mountain Drake is now spawning, and it seems like it's Team Kiwi's going for Dragon. They're all converging there, but Kyrie's also there.
And Mira just taking that bot turret while they're all distracted.
Kyrie's going to hold them off just a little bit.
Kyrie trying to keep them away, but not quite stop them from getting that dragon just yet. As both teams converge, we might see a team fight around this.
Indeed. Hikaru's still back in base, coming over to join his team. All of Team Kiwi already at the dragon.
Both teams are eyeing up that dragon. Oh,
no one is visible. Hibari by herself, separated from her team. Is that smart?
Oh, except for Sen is potentially taking some shots now. Oh, and he'll get rooted. The majority of teams starting to converge onto Sen. And Kyrie going extraordinarily low. And that will be a kill for CV. Oh, and Hikaru coming up behind the enemy line, getting a bunch of damage on that Pantheon, but not quite being able to commit. Oh, and we're going to see a little bit of damage coming up over this wall, as well as they remove the ward from Dragon Pit.
Rooted again. Oh, they are just poking at this pile of rocks.
I'd like to point out is Hikaru's poke used to be a burst, but it is now not quite that good against that Malphite.
Indeed, Cable pulling the dragon just a little.
Cable pulling the dragon
wall.
and bringing it out of pit ever so slightly, so they won't be able to jump in on it immediately. They're going over, trying to get the steal on that dragon, and they will steal the dragon.
Stolen. As well as
pick up the kill on Cable. Except for the fight continues as Malphite tries to get out of there, being chased down by Hikaru and Mira, and he will not be able to get out of there as he gets rooted.
No, he won't.
That in mind, they start taking out their jungle, trying to just pick up a bit of farm where they can.
Oh, they've got eyes on Rimu. They're on the chase.
Oh, they got eyes on Rimu, actively trying to go in. Rimu using that shield to just prevent any possible aggression. And it looks like we will be seeing a mid push out of Stinky Gamers, trying to take this mid turret as well, and basically just siege in their base.
I think they've got it.
And that is going to be mid tower for Stinky Gamers.
Indeed. Once again, we're looking at 5 towers taken by the Stinky Gamers. This time, Kiwi's got 1.
And there we go, Cable picking up his red buff after getting sniped by a flying rock in the dragon pit. Right now, 8 to 13, 32.8k to 38.8k gold difference. If we look at all the lanes, we are currently looking at about a 2,000 difference for the top laners, a 1,000 difference for the junglers, about a 3,000 difference leaning towards the Stinky Gamers in the mid lane, and a 2,000 difference actually leaning towards Team Kiwi in the bot lane. Looks like
they're all scoping out Baron Nashor here. Most of Stinky Gamers are now on top. They are bullying.
And they're trying to pick up Haku, or not Haku,
flashes, but will that be enough?
No, it will not be enough at all, and Hockey will be taken out. With the majority of their team eyeing that rift, or now that Baron.
Yep, it is now a Baron.
Both sides actively trying to prevent situations while Teemo split pushes. And that will be removing the wards on Baron Pit.
Oh, they've got eyes on...
Oh, they have eyes on... They have eyes on Mimi, actively trying to pick up a kill, but she gets out of there.
Lux with the shield just in case, but... They are really being put against the ropes here.
They're just trying to defend the space as much as they can, while Stinky Gamers is just deciding to take these pushes and just force them on the defensive side. Oh, except for Hikaru potentially smells a kill and wants in,
and
but
Teemo
he will back off. And Teemo pushing up that bottom lane, being noticed by Hockey, but will Hockey be able to do anything about it as the mushrooms come down and he walks through them?
Literally all of them, face tanking all those mushrooms. Oh, the whole team's coming down on
the entire team coming down to converge onto Hockey, realizing this Malphite might be a major issue. He comes up with the ult and Cable gets the kill. Oh, except for Sent, the rest of the team is there, being able to pick up a kill. Kyrie going down. Oh, and looks like they are trying to defend this bottom turret as much as they can. Hikaru deciding to send a fake in. Honestly, I fell for it too.
Oh, that's a shot over the wall, but a whiff. And those mushrooms are really starting to get annoying, I'm sure.
Oh, easily. With that in mind, now the looks like Team Kiwi is starting to spread out a bit and just make sure they can kind of push their lanes back up to like a position where they don't have to be on the back foot for the rest of the match. And CV picking up both a blue buff and a red buff. And they are starting to build around that dragon as the timer might be running up soon.
We are seeing almost a 10k gold difference between the teams right now, though.
Oh my
Stinky
God, you're
Gamers
right.
at 45.1, 36.8 for Team Kiwi.
915 kill difference and 6 towers to 1. That in mind, both teams starting to just clean up a bit, get farm where they can, and now Stinky Gamers starting to build up around that dragon to prepare. Match wins currently is 1 for Stinky Gamers. If Stinky Gamers can take this one, they will take the set.
They have taken the second dragon as well. That's a cloud dragon. So once again, that's 10% ultimate cooldown reduction for the Stinky Gamers.
With that in mind, I would like to...
Oh, they're pushing down mid. They're pushing down mid. There's only 3 against 5 right now. Pantheon and Malphite going on top. Teemo against pushing bottom.
Oh, Teemo actively trying to push in that bottom lane again, trying to just take this bottom turret, but won't... The team converging in and won't let it happen.
Indeed, Pantheon might be in a little bit of danger if he's caught with his pants down all alone in the top lane. But no,
that doesn't look like to be the case, as everyone starts to converge towards that mid, except for Cable, who is starting to split push that top lane.
Teemo still trying to push the bot lane by himself. And Lux has eyes on him.
Oh, and that's a ability coming in from Sen, and that's a flash and jump. They're actively trying to push the enemy out of this mid lane, not entirely dedicating to the assault, though, as it looks like Stinky Gamers decides to turn it around. Oh, except for CV's getting caught out and eliminated.
And they caught the Teemo. Picking up picks where they can.
Oh, except for Hockey is starting to come around the side here. Fake Hikaru running in. Well, the real Hikaru stays nice and safe.
It's now 5-3 in mid lane, but it seems like Hikaru's trying to flank through the top forest. All alone now. No one's falling for that again.
Oh, and they are looking to clear out the vision where they can. But there's just so much vision on Stinky Gamer's side.
Going out for blood, though.
Oh, Rimu going out for blood, but potentially going in too far, getting the bind on the fake Nico.
Hikaru single-handedly distracting the entire Team Kiwi, while the rest of Stinky Gamers go back to buy.
And looks like they're starting to push down this mid turret, try to even up the turret difference a bit. Oh, except Hikaru's popping the ult and immediately trying to land it on Hockey. Hockey going down, but taking a lot to take down. And we are seeing the Caitlyn ult come out onto Sen. That Sen's going to go down immediately. Yi ult coming out, trying to get the meditate out for a bit of health back. And it looks like the rest of the team is just going to run away and try to avoid having to fight this. With that in mind, it looks like they're starting to plan for Baron as they all rotate that way. And CV starts to get those mushrooms down.
And they pulled on Baron.
And here begins Baron. There is going to be no option immediately for them to turn around on this Baron. And that will be an uncompeted Baron for Stinky Gamers.
Indeed, Kiwi never had a chance to even get to in position.
I wouldn't say Kiwi so much as had a chance, as Stinky Gamers managed to make sure they would not compete it by taking out 2 of their members. Oh, except for going in, and that is a big Malphite out coming out, but he is alone without his team, and he will be taken down.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, heavy root.
And that is a root coming out with the majority of Team Kiwi trying to defend this mid lane. Meanwhile, Teemo up in that top lane trying to make another split push to take that top turret. And looks like they will.
Finding more success than they did in the bottom lane. CV takes tower.
CV takes tower, leaving that inhibitor completely exposed.
Lux coming back up to defend, but Teemo's already out of there.
And this is where the Teemo pick becomes dangerous, because the moment you allow him to split push like this, it's just, he's going to go crazy. He's going to be able to get into those lanes and make sure they're staying aggressive while you need to be focusing on team fights. With that in mind, it looks like the majority of the team is starting to reconvene in mid again and make something happen again.
Cloud Dragon does spawn, 50 seconds. Thank you, S-Dan on 1 Matus. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, and I believe there was a follow I missed earlier as well. And
I'm sure there were.
Is 002 Abdelian. I'm assuming that is how you pronounce your name. Thank you. That in mind, CV throwing down those mushrooms in the jungle. And thank you for the follow, Avarice. The majority of Stinky Gamers starting to build up around that bottom side. Dragon coming up soon. Lots of wards coming out in that bottom side, so it looks like they are going to stay down there and potentially play around the side of the map they have vision on. Oh, except for Hikaru deciding to send in a fake and just kind of keep their attention while they take Dragon.
That's a third Dragon for the Stinky Gamers here. Things are not looking great.
Things aren't looking great. Now that they have that third Dragon, it looks like they're going to get aggressive as well as have that Baron buff.
Indeed, that's 2 Cloud Dragons, so once again that's 20% down on their ultimate cooldowns. Thank you to follow Granola Banola and Cat Fiend.
And Scotty.
And yes, Scotty402.
Yes,
all donations will be added to a prize pool that go to the winning team at the end of the tournament.
Oh, except we're starting to get a lot of aggression towards this middle turret. Oh, Sen going extraordinarily low. And starts to back up as... Oh, except for we have CV in that bot lane trying to push up that turret and take this bottom tower, and they will.
There she goes. That's second tower for CV. Bottom inhibitor also exposed. Which I learned yesterday was not called an incubator.
Yeah. Who would have thought, huh? Well, it looks like Teemo, after a hard day of split pushing, is deciding to head home and rest his feet. Nico, on the other hand, trying to get another kill.
Oh, Hikari trying to catch Himari out of position, and he does. Silvio Nimbus, thank you for the $40 tip towards the prize pool.
Thank you so much. And that is along with the message, Go Team Stinky. And Squint Bubbles, thank you for the follow.
Oh, Hikari with the ult and a whiff.
Hikari with the ult and the whiff. Oh, except for Sen actively getting a couple hits on that fake. Oh, and here comes the Malphite ult coming in on Kyrie. Yeah, there we go. Oh, except for here comes Pantheon landing in, potentially going a little too far. His team catching up. Fake Hikaru rushing in, and we will see them falling for it. Except for Teemo's now pushing up onto that inhibitor.
Indeed.
And the longer they have to deal with this fight, the longer the split push is going to maintain. Rimu arriving to deal with it, but it's a little too late. And CV takes the inhibitor.
Nexus Tower is already in danger here. All of Team Kiwi having to go back to defend. And there goes
middle tower. Leaving that inhibitor wide open. The CV deciding after a nice backdoor to take a blue buff and have a good day.
Indeed. Rimu calling out CV in all chat. CV, stop split pushing and fight like a man.
With that being said, a lot of the minions are now starting to pour into that top side. And in response, all I see is boxes. So I don't know if I'm missing a font or if that is... I don't remember having censorship turned on. So...
No, that seems par for the course for CV. She speaks the tongue of the void.
Oh, I get it.
Also known as Russian.
Oh, push B then. Oh, and that's another fake. That's another fake Nico being picked off immediately. Looks like they're all convening around that Baron, actively trying to potentially pick up another Baron buff. With the rest of Team Kiwi trying to come in, potentially present it. Oh, except for now we have Hockey caught a bit out of position. And it looks like...
They're starting on Baron. Cable's starting on Baron.
The Baron has begun. With that being said, Rimu being kept extraordinarily far away from Baron, thanks to Hockey. Or not Hockey, but...
trying to go in, but no. Kyrie catches her.
Oh, but she's extraordinarily low, sitting there in that Zhonya's, and will be picked off when she comes out. With that being said, CV sticking to the plan, split pushing mid. The rest of the team starts to convene. now that they have the Baron buff.
Indeed, that's 2 inhibitor downs. This is gonna hurt a lot to Team Kiwi. Oh, there comes.
There we go. There comes the ult.
3rd inhibitor is down.
Hockey backing up, but getting rooted. Everyone falling in and taking him out. With the rest of this, they do not have that many options. Yi going in, picking off the kills, and that might be game 2 for Stinky Gamers.
Indeed. And that is
game 2.
Everybody.
Well, with that in mind, let's go talk to them a bit and see how they feel about that match.
Popping into chat. Let's go.
Well, before we do that, I just want to quickly go over the stats of the match, because I know a couple people were interested in this. I'm not the best analyst, but I will do my best. With that in mind, we are looking at the highest damage coming out from that Nico. Again, Hikaru kind of putting as much damage as he can out there with the secondary on the team, seeing CV.
CV on Teemo, putting in work as well. Indeed.
Especially with the sheer amount of split pushing coming in near the end game.
Thank you for the follow, Absalom to Red.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. So, with that in mind, let's go talk to the teams, huh? Let's talk to the winners first in Stinky Gamers.
All right, here we go.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, hello, Stinky Gamers. Congratulations on the victory.
I think
Going across the board here, why don't we start with some self-introductions? If you guys have any words you would like to say to the audience, let's start with CV. Who's muted? Never mind. Let's start with Cable.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Cable. I'm a VTuber for about a year now. I mostly do esports content, and I'm not a big league player.
All right.
Alrighty.
Anything to plug?
Oh, was I not supposed to plug myself?
No,
No,
we're
is it
asking
any-
you to plug.
Yeah, anything
The exact opposite, actually.
.com/CableOW. Please follow, like, subscribe, donate. I need money. I need rent.
Oh, he needs
Thank you for
microplays
donating to the
apps
prize pool.
Korean
You
basketball.
need to pay child support, you fuck.
Fuck off. It's not
Very
mine.
well then. Since CV is still silenced and muted, let's move on to our mid laner, Hikaru-kun. Arguably the MVP for the entire both rounds. I can't talk English. Ugh.
Hey, I'm Hikaru-kun. I play esports as well, like Cable, but I do play League. So that's probably the game I play the most. But yeah, my Twitch is twitch.tv/Hikaru_kun__. Woo, we did it.
Indeed, we do have a team shout out in chat for all 5 links. Please follow all our wonderful contestants tonight. Moving down the line, Miss Mira Pink.
Hi, my name is Mira. I'm the stinkiest of the stinkies and apparently a diaper baby.
Yes.
Fuck you! I'm speaking here. I've been a YouTuber for 2 years and they wouldn't let me play Nico Bot, so I'm very upset. That's
Hi.
it.
What a shame indeed. And last but certainly not least, well, I mean, CB would be last, I guess, if she ever comes back. Let's move on to Kyrie.
I VTuber for almost a year, almost. But Mira is a true MVP for her Tristana game 1, and then CV for split pushing the entire game.
That was my first time Tristana. I felt
Yeah,
so
I'm
good.
so proud of her.
True, true. There was a lot of wonderful plays going on in the game. Oh, and it looks like CV is back. Maybe.
Maybe.
You gonna introduce yourself,
Yeah.
CD?
Are you just gonna
What?
screech? Introduce yourself. You're a
Self-introduction,
winner.
CV. Self-introduction.
I call it the end introduction.
That too.
Great introduction. I love it.
10 out of 10.
Thank you to Poor for the gifted sub to Mira Pink.
Dude, I love my shields for Morgana.
All right, so before we let you guys relax and celebrate your victory, I do have a couple questions about the match, or all the matches. First question goes to CV. I noticed this actually goes to all of you guys. In the second matchup, Team Kiwi decided to do a lane swap where they put Ari in top and Malphite in mid. How did you guys adapt to that, or feel that you should have adapted to that? I mean, in the end, you won, but
Either way, it was going to be CV split pushing. She just decided to place mushrooms elsewhere.
okay.
And then after we got the drag for that, it became they lane swapped back. So CV went mid to go against the Malphite again.
Okay. So the CV split push had been a plan from the beginning, then.
CV, she does her own thing.
That's fair.
Please let her do her own thing.
All right. Also, Hikaru, with the Ari in the first game, going in and getting Ari picked against you into the second game, was Nico your immediate backup, or was Nico a plan you had from the beginning but couldn't get because she was banned in the first match?
Yeah, I actually like my 3 mains are Zoe, Nico, and then like everybody else. So I'm glad I got to play her.
That's a bit
I'll
more
never
than
get to
three than everybody else.
And everybody else.
If it's a girl champ, I probably play somewhere in the lanes.
Alrighty. And last, I don't really have, I don't know, I sort of prepared more questions, but the last question I have is for Cable.
Hello, that's me.
Yeah, so in the first match you played Yi with a very regular build. Second match there was a potential bribe under the table to change your build to a specific Seth build, but however it doesn't look like you seem to went through it. Do you want me to explain your mind games on that one?
Yeah, so Remy is a stinky troll in chat, and he was telling me to play Seth's build. I don't know what his build is.
That is
so
unfortunate.
I didn't. I just wanted to win.
Just
But
so
the
you
3
know,
infinity edges.
But I wanted to solo Baron, but you guys didn't let me.
No, exactly.
There were 2 Barons I could have soloed. You didn't let me
You should have
solo
just
either.
went with the infinity edges.
I should.
Where's my child support? Okay.
Fuck you.
Infighting already in Stinky Gamers.
all right, and last question is for the bot lane duo, because you guys did sign up as a flex, which admittedly had me thinking you guys would already be prepared for the bot lane. However, my question actually isn't related to that. It comes down to, do you believe Cable ganked you guys enough? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't pay any child support either.
What the?
That is unfortunate. Looks
This
like
is
Cable
toxic.
being the weak
I
part of their
even
team.
mine.
First game, we didn't need Cable. Second game, we may have needed some babysitting because we didn't know how to deal with the fellows.
Yeah,
But-
Philios is I have a weakness against emo boys. I don't know how the enemy team figured it out, but literally my kryptonite. So it was a very tough game.
I'll be honest, the scouting in this tournament has been phenomenal. That might be how they figured it out. But yeah, thank you guys for coming by, and congratulations on the win.
Indeed.
Thank
Me
you,
too.
Stevie, for that. Yes, all right. You too, Stevie. And with that, you guys will be facing off against For Fun Society for the finals of the tournament.
Oh, that is a good question. Any words for the For Fun Society if they're listening now?
Yeah, it's weird that you put us against the second seed so early on. So finals 2-0 easy.
Bold
Wow.
statement.
Bold statement. Alrighty.
The joke about being stinky,
The
but
boldness
Emo
coming
is like
out.
Omega stinky.
Yeah.
Truly.
I know a few members of For Fun Society are lurking in chat. Are they going to take that line down?
Basically.
Easy
So
for
what-
Stinky.
No, Kriva's
Kriva's here.
Kriva
Okay,
is-
Kriva, I saw your Syndra jungle.
has
Go back to your mid lane corner.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for coming out tonight.
indeed. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Alrighty, and with that, let's go talk to Team Kiwi and see how they feel.
All right.
Hey there.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Team Kiwi. Let's just get the transition on the screen going.
There we go.
Should we do the same thing as last time? Let's go across the board and get some introductions. Anything you would like to plug, now is your chance, starting with Rimu.
Hello, my name is Remu, and I'm a VTuber. I've been streaming for 5.5 years. I mean, 5.5 months. Yeah, and
All right, Graham.
Alright.
okay, so that's it. Yeah, my Twitch is lol Remu, and yeah, you can follow me if you want to. You don't need to, but yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
we do have
that's
a
it.
full team shout out going on in chat, so all 5 links will already be in chat for people to follow. Also, since we're on that topic, this whole time Tip Horb's been gifting like subs to a whole bunch of competitors in the
Pretty much almost every competitor
in the tournament. So thank you very much, Tip Horb, for the gifted subs. But continuing on, let's move to Hockey G.
Hey, I'm Hockey. I've been streaming for 5 centuries. No, I mean for about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm a baby VTuber. Thank you guys for having me. It was a lot of fun. And I hope to see more of everyone.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Indeed. And next in line, let's get a word from our idol Himari.
Nahoy! Nasaan! My name is Himari, or Mimi. I've been streaming for 7 months, but I recently debuted as a VTuber like 2 weeks ago, I believe. And I just want to say sorry to my team because I haven't played League in like a month and a half. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all for fun anyway.
Yeah, it's okay.
You did have a pretty strong performance as Ari in the second match.
Yeah, no, like if you're beating yourself up, just watch that second match back again. That was phenomenal.
Quite so. In the end, it's all in just good fun. There's nothing...
Yeah. And if you were to corner any of them outside of a Denny's, they would lose immediately.
Oh, for sure.
Easy win.
Outside of Denny's.
Oh yeah, Denny's parking lots are like the most dangerous place on earth. But moving on, that goes to Sen next.
You can just call me Sen. I'm a relatively new VTuber, but I've been streaming for a long time, so... Yeah, I'm here now. Thanks for having me.
Anything you would like to plug?
Just my Twitch, honestly.
Okay.
I play lots of trash, so I hope you guys enjoy that.
All right, and last but certainly not least, let's get a word from Luna.
Hello, I am Luna. I am Bunny, as the chat spammed for like 30 full minutes at the beginning. Yeah, I see him again. There's my
starting
Bunny.
up
Let's
again.
go, baby. Let's go, baby. Get the spam on. Anyways, I've been hold on, a streamer, VTuber for like 2 months, I believe now. I just do a lot of chatting and I do a lot of art. So I'm in the same boat as like Mimi. I haven't been playing League for a while, so sorry about that.
Indeed. We've
but
certainly seen some interesting art coming from your channel before.
we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
No. Discord shenanigans. We don't talk about that.
Just Discord streams. Just Discord streams. But yeah. My Twitch is Lumpeko, Lunpeko. Please follow me. I'm desperate. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. All right, that concludes it.
And that covers all the team members. So with that, I guess my questions, which I don't know if you caught any of the questions from theirs, but they're going to start serious, like just as a bit of a warning. They're going to start serious and eventually move into just trash posting. So first question comes up for the bot lane duo. Yeah, how'd you guys feel going up against what was already a predetermined flex duo in the bot lane?
I was actually confident.
All right,
You had
awesome.
a very interesting pick of Aphelios, which doesn't see a lot of action in the current meta.
Yeah, so much action that the moment you picked him, I didn't realize he was a character that was added to the game. So,
did you have a lot of confidence picking that character? Is that someone you're familiar playing with?
I actually am. I was hoping they would ban Jin and Zaya because of the fact that I could freely roam with Aphelios afterward.
Ooh. Quite a bold plan, indeed.
And your prediction paid off in the end, too. They did go for both of those bans, and you did get your Aphelios pick. With that, I'm trying to think of other questions. Hockey. A lot of those Malphite ults in the second game came out of teleports into blinks. How how are you able to aim a lot of those Malphite ults so well? It's going to be weird when I say how did you aim those Malphite ults so accurately, but rather a lot of them seem to be like just understanding that people are going to walk in a specific direction before you could even have the hint. So how do you have that Malphite sixth sense?
I don't know. Like sometimes I'm usually trying to predict where they're gonna move, and I did miss a few of them because of that same mentality. I missed like 2 or 3 of them because I thought they were gonna walk back like just a little bit, or they were gonna like try to dodge, like try to sidestep it, and I did miss like 2 or 3 ults as well. But yeah, it's also knowing like the range. Like he's got a bit of a weird range on his ult.
Okay. And Lin Pecco.
Uh-huh.
I am Bunny.
I am Bunny.
I am
Yes.
Bunny.
Yes,
All right,
I'm Bunny.
I've heard she's Bunny. Yes,
I am Bunny.
I feel like we've heard that somewhere before. I'm not sure where. Can't
I am
quite
Bunny.
put my
Can't
finger
quite
on
put
it.
it together as I stare at chat, start going absolutely hog wild with
I am
it.
Bunny.
All right, and last question comes out to Himari.
Yes.
Alrighty. You did say that you hadn't played for a while. How did it feel getting back into, like, ignoring the actual everything result of the tournament? How did it feel getting back into the driver's seat in League of Legends?
Honestly, it was kind of embarrassing the first game because my eye got taken from me, and then the Nico was banned. So I didn't know what to pick because originally our plan was Luna was going to give me Lux, but I didn't know what other supports she played. So I was autofilled Zillion. I never played Zillion before, so I don't know. It was kind of upsetting, but it's okay.
It's all good. And besides, it's not like you're out of the tournament. You guys will be going up against the Red Dead Dying Squad of Death.
Indeed. So this will not be the last time you see Team Kiwi. Coming up next will be another match for all 4 teams.
And any words you want to say as a team to Red Dead Dying Squad of Death if they are watching right now?
I'm excited for third place.
All right, quite a
To
confident.
be honest, Stinky Gamers was like the strongest team, so I'm pretty sure that we're gonna win 2-0.
That's
Ooh,
yeah, that's fair. But
A lot of
I
yeah,
want the bottle to be prepared because I'm going all in.
all in. Let's go.
We can see Overly in chat, excited to fight indeed. Aaron UVA. We are seeing members of Red Dead.
And yeah,
All
thank
right.
you guys so much for coming by to the tournament.
Any last words you would like to say to chat?
I'd actually have last words for the enemy. At least to know we're the better bot lane.
Hey.
Oh no! Oh no!
Getting those last shots fired in. All right, thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
Now let's
Thank you.
head back to the
Thank
caster's
you.
decks to close this out, huh?
Thank you so much for being here, everyone.
Thank
I hope
you
you
for
had
having
fun.
us. Big
Yes.
fun.
All right, then, shall we return now?
Yeah, let's go.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Alrighty, and with that is the end of day 2. I clicked on the wrong overlay. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you did. All right, here we are.
There we go, and that is the end of day
Ooh, man.
2. With that, Stinky Gamers confirms their lead and will be facing off against For Fun Society in the next set. That being
Indeed.
said, I do have an announcement to make. I do believe that if there were to be the tournament may be extended to an additional 2 weekends due to the fact that Sunday I will be busy. So we won't be able to have
It's
matches
birthday.
Sunday.
It's his birthday.
You didn't have to tell everyone it was my birthday.
It's birthday next
It's
Sunday.
not my birthday. It is my birthday, but like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out to the tournament. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who gifted a sub. In this case, it is Teforb. And again, yeah, thank you to all the players. Thank you to everyone who came by. Thank you to everyone who's lurking. Thank you to everyone who spammed bunnies. It's,
Quite a few.
honestly,
Early on, too,
it's
a lot of Mimi supporters in chat.
oh
There
no,
were a
that's
lot of
fine.
videos
That's great.
everywhere.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out, and let's find someone to raid.
Indeed. Remember, next Sunday, birthday. Den's birthday, next Sunday.
Don't remind them about my birthday.
No, but I mean, for that reason, we might not be hosting
Yeah.
the fourth game on Sunday. We're aiming. Hopefully, we'll be scheduling with the contestants, but we should have a game coming up next weekend, probably Saturday. We're aiming for Saturday, right?
I'm seeing a specific name of someone to raid pop up. I'm just gonna quickly.
Bungo Taika.
Yeah.
Or UC Shine. We are getting different names.
We're getting a lot of different names.
Yuxi, Taiga. Yuxi and Taiga seem to be quite popular choices. Well, ultimately, it is up to you, Den.
It is, and because it is up to me, I'm going to make this notably easier and bring back our coin from the match's coin flip. So far,
there's many names.
Well, I was just gonna go take the spin the wheel. You're right. I don't have a wheel. You know what? Let's throw all of those plans out the door and raid someone who's offline. No.
Hey, this is Guy. Yeah, Nimanai Kai.
Yeah, let's just raid Kai. Let's raid Kai.
You know.
I could raid myself.
I'm not streaming tonight, but you know.
All right. With all of that, I'm thinking let's do Bungo Taiga.
All right. Once again, thank you everybody for being here. We hope you had fun tonight. Please join us again next time for Night 3 of the Virtual League of Legends tournament.
All right. And what should we make the raid? How about tournament raid?
I
don't know. We didn't really think this far, did we?
Stinky raid.
Stinky raid. Stinky raid, boys. Get with the stinky raid.
Yeah, to congratulate the winning team, Stinky Gamers. We are going on a stinky raid.
And until, I will see you guys likely next weekend. Please follow my Twitter to keep up with when the next matches will be scheduled, and I will see you next time I see you. Until then. Oh, and there we go. The links for the Twitter and Discord are coming out now. So until then, make sure to keep it cool, keep it safe, and I will see y'all next stream. Have a good one.
Bye.
And I keep forgetting how raids work and how they are a 2-layer structure.
Isn't it awkward how you sometimes say bye but then end up walking in like the
exact same direction? Right. Like
exactly. This is the equivalent of that. This is what you just did to however many people we have here.
I just had 100 and like something 100 people just like, yeah, all right, I'll see you guys later, and then follow them. Like now I have the raid button. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later.
Bye.